What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you know, I'm currently 9 weeks into my Nurse Practitioner program, and one of the most important things I found to succeed is to find your study routine. I know everyone has their own methods, but in this video, I wanted to share what works best for me. Welcome to the episode. A great question I've gotten this week was how have my study habits changed at NP school compared to my study habits when I was studying to become an RN? My answer to that, well, is a lot. When I was first studying for my bachelor's degree, I knew nothing about nursing. Like learning a new language, it took me some time, a lot of failure, and a lot of hard work. Fast forward to NP school, and after having worked for 2 years as a registered nurse, I now have some experience under my belt as I got to put to practice everything that I learned in nursing school. That being said, does that mean NP school is easier than nursing school? Not quite. The biggest challenge for me now is getting used to online learning. When I was studying to become a nurse, way before the COVID-19 pandemic, I had the luxury of having in-person education and face-to-face interaction with my classmates. And it was really nice. But now that my education is all online, I have to adapt to a whole new environment, and juggling that with my full-time job as a registered nurse doesn't make it any easier. With that in mind, time is valuable now more than ever. And I've begun to adopt a new self-mantra that I say to myself every single day, and that's make every second count. No time for excuses, no time for fooling around. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm going to become a family nurse practitioner no matter what. With online learning, there is no more live in-person lectures. Everything, for the most part, is self-taught. I get assigned weekly readings and get tested with quizzes and case studies every single week. It's a lot of knowledge to absorb, and in order to stay afloat and do well in NP school, I needed to find my study routine ASAP, and this is what I'm doing right now. Tip number 1, find a study group and keep it small. Right now, my study group includes 2 other students, and between the 3 of us, we work together every week constructing study guides to prepare for quizzes and exams. If I were to be independent, I'd probably have a hard time doing it all on my own because there's so many weekly readings, there's so many weekly assignments that it's almost hard to keep up. And the reason why I like small groups is because it's less distracting and allows for more accountability. When one person in the group is struggling, the other 2 steps in and helps everyone else. Tip number 2, stay 1 week ahead of everything. I know it's easier said than done, but do not procrastinate. For me, I like to get my stuff done at least 1 week in advance, and that means all my assignments, my case studies, my discussion posts, everything, so I can leave every second that I have left to study for my quizzes and exams. The quizzes and exams are the ones that are weighed the most in NP school, and I want to spend majority of my time focusing on that. At the end of the day, the more time I spend studying for my exams, the better grade I get. Number 3, don't reinvent the wheel. You've already graduated, you already passed the boards, and you already have at least 1 year of experience under your belt working as a registered nurse. By now, you should have a basic understanding of how to do head-to-toe assessments and the medications that you're giving to your patients. The big difference now is that you're transitioning from a caregiver to a provider. So when I'm studying, I put myself in the shoes of my primary care provider. The questions that I ask myself is, what is the medical diagnosis? What medications do I need to order for my patient? What tests do I need to order for my patient? And what specialist do I need to refer my patients out to if I can't figure out how to solve the problem at hand? I am no longer training to become a nurse. Instead, I am training now to become a primary care provider that my patients can trust. And number 4, last but not least, watch educational videos. When in doubt, whenever I have difficulty understanding a concept, I like to defer to YouTube videos as a source of education. Examples of accounts that I follow include Khan Academy, Simple Nursing, and Osmosis. For me personally, watching these videos helps me understand the content better because it's more clear. And more than likely, when I'm reading a textbook, I oftentimes fall asleep. Another resource that I like to use, and I've been using this ever since I was studying for my BSN, is Picmonic. As you've seen in the previous NCLEX video, I love my mnemonics. It helps me understand and memorize content quick. But Picmonic takes it 1 step further. Not only does it use mnemonics, it also incorporates pictures. When I'm watching Picmonic videos, I feel like I'm watching cartoons, but subconsciously my brain is working and absorbing all the information at hand. Once I have the information down in my head, I then attempt to teach that material to my friends and family, and if they're able to understand it, then I clearly have mastered the material. Take my word for it, Picmonic works. And if you want to give it a shot, I have a 20% off discount code in the description box below, and trust me, you won't regret it. On a final note, I just wanted to share I had my very first FNP clinical experience, and it was awesome. I got to follow this amazing family nurse practitioner, and I got to witness firsthand what it's like to be a primary care provider. I observed the process of coming up with medical diagnoses, prescribing medications, providing education, and also got to see how telemedicine works, and it was cool. I look forward to more clinical experiences the rest of the semester, and I hope to use everything that I learned in Family Nurse Practitioner School and put it into practice. And that's it for today's episode. I hope this content has helped you guys understand and grasp what's different about Nurse Practitioner School compared to regular nursing school. If you have any questions, please do so in the comment section below. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for your love and support, and take care.